On May 8, 2026, the website Search Engine Land published a brief news update by industry reporter Barry Schwartz. The article reported a straightforward fact: Google is officially ending support for FAQ-rich results in search. Almost immediately, website owners and digital marketers rushed into their codebases, mass deleting their FAQ sections and stripping the structured markup completely out of their sites. The underlying facts in that news article are entirely accurate, but the reaction from the industry is a measurable, costly mistake. People are confusing the end of a specific visual feature on a search page with the obsolescence of an entire content strategy. For years, the user interface of Google Search featured those expandable blue link FAQ dropdowns right on the results page. That visual was highly effective at grabbing human attention and driving clicks. But today, that visual interface is officially dead. What remains is the architecture. This is the machine-readable, structured question and answer code that sits invisibly underneath the text on a web page. Removing the visual drop-down on the surface does not mean the questions and answers lose their value. In an era dominated by artificial intelligence, that underlying structural code is highly sought after. The May 2026 announcement did not occur in a vacuum. It is the endpoint of a strict 3-year phase-out. This line graph tracks FAQ snippet visibility starting in August 2023. That is when Google restricted these visual dropdowns to a small handful of government and health websites, causing a sharp, immediate drop-off for everyone else. Advancing the timeline to the March 2026 core update, the visibility line flatlines. But notice this new metric that surges upward. During that update, Google formalized Schema code as an AI trust and verification signal, rather than a display trigger. The May 2026 notice simply marks the removal of the final hold-up government and health categories. Panicking now is illogical. The traditional visual trick hasn't been viable for commercial sites for almost 3 years. The medium for search has already moved on. The focus now belongs entirely to the new retrieval ecosystem, platforms like Gemini, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Copilot. These models rely on semantic chunking. This process helps large language models digest massive amounts of information by breaking it down into highly specific blocks. FAQ architecture perfectly matches this process. It hands these AI systems the exact pre-formatted question and answer pairs they are built to consume. This bar chart compares standard text to structured FAQ schema. Implementing FAQ schema makes your content 3.2 times more likely to be extracted and cited in Google's AI overviews. Looking at ChatGPT citations on the same chart, pages utilizing FAQ architecture secure a massive 41% citation rate, dwarfing the 15% rate of pages without it. These systems explicitly scan for self-contained direct answers that fall right into their preferred 50 to 300 word retrieval window. Structured data no longer exists to hijack screen space. It is the grammatical foundation that makes your content legible to an AI. The absolute first rule for 2026 is simple: do not delete the existing FAQ sections from your website. Strategy has officially shifted from traditional search engine optimization to generative engine optimization, or GEO. GEO requires writing for machine-readable answer instruction, rather than trying to satisfy a defunct search interface. Success hinges on whether an AI system can trust, extract, and cite your answers, not whether a human clicks a blue link. First, eliminate the low-effort content. Stop publishing long lists of thin, keyword-stuffed questions and commit to high-quality answer engineering. Second, format the text for machines. Use clear, visible H2 and H3 heading tags to establish a strict hierarchy of questions. Third, chunk the data. Ensure every single answer is factually precise, entirely self-contained, and kept strictly between 50 and 300 words. Finally, this flowchart outlines the exact elements needed to build a verifiable trust chain for AI grounding. Retaining your FAQPage JSON-LD code is the critical final component in that chain. The visual Google snippet is gone. The structured architecture of answers is what will power search and discovery for the next decade. Engineer for the AI layer, because that is where